Today's pregame show is brought to you by Z-Bart of Corpus Christi. Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. The Ray Texans take on the Moody Trojans this afternoon, and Justin Perales stopped by practice on Thursday afternoon, talked to head coach Orlando Ruiz, and also talked to a couple of the Ray Texans about the big matchup today with Moody.
Yeah, I feel, the first round, it went by quick, but this second round, this 2 weekends, it's going to be back, 5 games in a row. We lost a heartbreaker against Victoria East, but I believe we're going to bounce back this second round. I've been telling these guys, you can't take any game for granted, especially, against all these other teams that are, you never know what's going to happen every day on a daily basis. So we got to play hard. We got to play sound. We got to be perfect. Have to score a lot of runs, especially against Moody, man. And they played great defense. Their pitching is coming around. We just got to outscore them, and play good defense on our side too, and make sure our pitcher throws strikes.
Season's going good. Got up to a good start. Had a little rough patch, but should come back.
Okay, how do you feel the team's been doing so far?
Team's been doing good. Our defense is on point. Offense is getting better.
You all ready for the second half?
Yes, sir.
For me, I feel like I've started off a little slow, but I kind of picked it up. I just really need to just keep doing my job as a leadoff and getting on and coming through for my team.
How do you feel the team's doing so far?
Oh, we're doing really good. Hitting has been really good. We just got to tighten some things up on defense, and I think we should be good.
One thing I've learned is compete and play every game like it's your last.
It's definitely just to play the game hard all the time and just always bring intensity to practice and in the game.
Talked to head coach Joe Curiel earlier in the week about some of the folks that helped mold him as a young player and as a coach. We also talked about the matchup today with the Ray Texans, and I also got a chance to talk to a couple of players, hear what they had to say. Here at Moody High School with head coach Joe Curiel. And coach, let's do it a little bit different this time, and let's talk about talk to me about some of the coaches that influenced you as you were growing up and kind of gave you the mentality that you've taken into coaching.
Okay, yeah, well, it goes way back, when I was playing in the Little League. And my dad was my coach, he was great inspiration as a coach, and he loved the game. But you got my dad, of course, and then I got my high school coach, was Alan Chavez, and then it was Mark Medina. And then I go on to the next level, which is got signed with Angelina Junior College coach Bill and coach Jack Allen. They were a great part of my baseball career. And then of course you got other guys that I played in the minor leagues, the minor league coaches. I bring them to the table where discipline is installed into in baseball, and that's how you carry yourself. And I related to these kids, and it starts from there, and having that self-discipline, self-motivation, and that's what we bring pretty much here at Moody High School, knowing the game and playing the game right.
And Coach, what would you say is of those things that you mentioned, what would you say is the most important? The most important thing you learned as a player, you carried that on with you as a player and into your coaching career as well.
Well, you know, the aspect of the game, of learning the game, is buying into the coaching staffs and having to hear their knowledge of the game and carrying it to our guys. It's a big, important step for these young men to understand that everyone's telling you for a reason, and they've been there, done that, or they've been coached up to do that. So I try to bring that to the table to these guys, and I go back when I coached with Hector Salinas there at A&M Kingsville. You know, he brought it to the table. He let them play, but he was a firm and but you know what, his style of playing was, you know, the discipline part comes in from the classroom. It carries out to the baseball field. So that was a big part of me learning how to, you know, coach up the game, manage the game. So like I said, I bring all the coaching staff and players that I played with before and try to install that to these young guys.
And how important do you think it's been, especially with the way that, you know, it's distance learning for the most part, you know, very little classroom, and you talked about discipline and you've mentioned that several times already. How important has it been for that discipline to be kicked in, not only out here on the baseball field, but like you said, in the classroom for these kids? They're having to kind of, like you said, self-motivate. Exactly. Even in the classroom. How important has that discipline been? You know,
that's the most important thing. It's like you said earlier, it's like in the fall, you know, we probably had not even half the guys here. So being self-disciplined in the classroom, getting on Zoom with your teachers, communicating day in and day out, you know, it's been a challenge, and a challenge we put to the table with these guys, and we got to overcome obstacles, and that's how life is. And so that's how we bring it from the school side, outside of the school, and to baseball. So it all comes in together, and they start to realize, yeah, this is what life's all about. So you gotta go, you know, come through adversity, go through adversity, and how are you gonna overcome it?
Coach, second time around with the Ray Texans, and first game, man, what a ball game. Pitchers duel, a couple of young sophomores. You get the feeling that we're going to see that for years to come between those two young pitchers. Yes. You know, Richie Roman for you guys and Kevin Goss over there on that side. And what are you expecting this time around from the Ray Texans? You know,
a good ball club, good coach ball club, and it's going to come down to another pitching duel. And like I said, the second time around, we've seen each other, and it's just who got that key hit, and they did the last game. And but I think it's again airless ball and putting runners on and moving over and getting them in. You know, that's the main key as a team that we're striving to for victory. And how are you going to do that is those little things. We've got to do the little things right.
Here at Moody High School with seniors James Perales and Nomar Saenz, and a couple of last names that, you know, if you follow Moody baseball, you heard those last names on this ball club for a good long time. James, 3 brothers that have come before you. Nomar, 3 brothers that have come before you, all played baseball on this team. Let's talk a little bit about that and the family history and the tradition. James, tell me a little bit about that.
They taught us how to put on the jersey the right way, and you got to carry on a tradition that's been going on for a long time, almost before I was born, and it's awesome to carry it on, wear that name on my back.
They taught me never disrespect the game, never disrespect the jersey, bleed blue and gold.
And guys, tell me, maybe James, you know, watching your brothers play, do you have a favorite moment?
It's hard to say just one, but anytime we're at Dell Diamond is a favorite moment to me. It's awesome being over there and seeing the magic come out.
Nomar?
Same thing at him. Had 2 brothers be at Dell Diamond. He's had 2 win it, but the chills, it's just chills.
And let's talk about senior year, and both of you guys, you know, been here since you were freshmen. And just tell me, what does it feel like to be able to wear the blue and gold and for 4 years, and this is it. This is the last one, right? But what has it been like for you, James?
It's been crazy. It's been going by really fast. you try to savor the moments as much as you can, but sometimes it just gets away from you and you live in the moment, and just baseball, you love it, and sometimes it just goes away really quick.
No more?
Well, I'm trying to be like them as much as I can. We got big shoes to fill, big stats to fill.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino here for game number 2, and this is Rudy's last ball game. He's headed back to San Antonio after this. I'll have one more ball game for you guys, the Miller Buccaneers and the Pleasanton Eagles, and probably about the time we wrap up, Rudy will be passing Pleasanton. Can't talk in this one. But good ball game for you right here. The Moody Trojans hosting the Ray Texans. So Moody Ray Part 2. First time these two teams met, it was at Whataburger Field, a 1-run ball game. In fact, 1-0 was the score when it was all said and done. The Ray Texans scored late in that ball game. We went scoreless. I believe it was 4 innings scoreless or 5 innings scoreless. I want to say that the Texans scored in the top of the 6th and scored 1 run, and that was it. And it was a battle between 2 sophomores, Kevin Goss, who we'll see again tonight on the mound for the Ray Texans, and Richie Roman, who we will not see. Richie pitched last night for the Moody Trojans against the Gregory Portland Wildcats. So we talked about it in the early ball game, how the Ray Texans, a team coming in and a couple of losses as they come into this ball game. And for the Moody Trojans, they took a loss last night on the road in Portland in a tight ball game with Gregory Portland. And then the first ball game we see today, the red-hot Carroll Tigers getting the win over the Gregory Portland Wildcats. Rudy handing them their first loss of the season, a 10-run ruling. Crazy district.
Yeah, no, what a good ball game that the Carroll Tigers played. Getting a 10-0 win, a statement win, like I said earlier. 8 runs in the first inning, and they never looked back. And I talked about it in that first game, just like the King Mustangs yesterday against Veterans. They put up 6 runs in the first 2 innings, and they never looked back. That's what you have to do. You got to put pressure on those top teams, and you got to make them see if they can fight back. And, well, so far, so good for those bottom squads or bottom teams in the district. So right now, I'm expecting a really good ball game, Jake. I was looking. I feel like it's been forever, and it has been. The last time these two teams played was March the 1st. That was the second week of the season started. So it's already been about a month and 9 days. So almost about a month and a half already that these two teams have seen each other, and totally different teams since the first time they played. They've gotten some big wins. They've got some losses. The Texans started undefeated to start the season, actually, for the first couple weeks, and then after that, they dropped the game, I believe, to the Veterans Memorial Eagles, first game that they lost, and then after that, the Ray Texans has kind of been playing some really good baseball in district play. They finished 5-3. They kind of stumbled at the end of district play, losing back-to-back games to Victoria East and then to Gregory Portland. So they try to get things rolling today against the Moody Trojans.
Absolutely, and Moody, kind of the opposite of the Ray Texans, as they finished the first half of district strong, and then started off with the Gregory Portland Wildcats last night in a game that they were in the entire way, but the Gregory Portland Wildcats getting the win. 4-2 was the final in that ball game last night. So kind of a flip, for the way these two teams started and the way they finished their district play. Let's go ahead and get you starting lineups. And let's start with the visiting team, the Ray Texans. Coming in, they are 19-4 overall, 5-3 in district play. And leading things off for the Texans will be the left fielder, number 4, Ryan Rodriguez. Batting second baseman, number 1, Jack Bell.
Batting third and on the mound, number 14, Kevin Goss. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 11, Frankie Alderete. Alderete will bat for the center fielder, number 3, Cade Morin. Batting fifth for the Texans, first baseman, number 13, Jack Martinez. Batting sixth, the catcher, wearing number 16 today, Mikey Everett. Actually, I believe he's wearing number 20 today, Mikey Everett. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 19, Darren Montoya. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 6, Luis Morales. And batting ninth for the Texans, the shortstop, number 2, Troy Johnson. And the home team, the Moody Trojans. Trojans coming in, they are 15-8 overall, 4-5 in district play. And starting lineup for the Trojans, batting first will be the center fielder, number 8, AJ Hernandez. Batting second, the shortstop, number 21, Aiden Gonzalez. Batting third, the pitcher, number 20, Nomar Sainz. And the cleanup spot is the second baseman, number 12, Derek Hernandez. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 27, Chris Escamilla. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 23, James Perales. Batting seventh for Moody, right fielder, number 14, Jonathan Everett. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 9, Josh Gonzalez. And batting ninth for Moody, left fielder, number 3, Roman Rodriguez. So a little bit of change up in the lineup for the Moody Trojans. I noticed that right offhand. So shaking up the lineup a little bit are the Trojans and try something a little bit different perhaps today. Finishing up starting lineups here, and we're about to have the national anthem for this one.
Should be a very fun matchup. Cannot wait for this game to get underway. 7 minutes till game time. Looks like the Trojans wearing their gold unis with the white pants. The Ray Texans got the red uniforms on with the gray pants. We're going to pause for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we take this occasion to inform and remind students and fans of the proper etiquette during flag ceremonies. The United States flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly, all of us should honor that symbol by standing, placing our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your hands. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the national anthem is played.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It's game time.
Lift off.
So sit back and enjoy the ride right here on Blast Vision.
Nothing like a little Metallica to get the blood pumping through your veins right there.
It's all good until you get the copyright.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get blocked for sure. That's without a doubt. But it's a good one. If you, I suppose, if you're gonna get it, it's a good one to get it on. So, about to get things underway here. Moody Trojans have taken the field. Let's get you the defensive alignment for Moody in the outfield, left to right. Rodriguez, Hernandez, and Everett. Perales at first, Hernandez at second, Aiden Gonzalez the shortstop, Josh Gonzalez the third baseman, Nomar Signs on the mound, and Chris Escamilla behind the dish. And let's get you some numbers on Nomar. Senior right-hander comes in 5 starts. He's 3-2, a 3.21 ERA, 28 1/3 innings pitched. He has allowed 14 runs on 23 hits, 13 walks, and 22 strikeouts for the young man. So Nomar Signs on the mound. Signs against Goss. And the Ray Texans send up the top of the order. Rodriguez, Bell, and Goss is how their schedule due up here in the top of the first. And it's going to be the left fielder, Ryan Rodriguez, who will lead things off for Ray. Very young Ray Texan Ball Club. Ryan Rodriguez, just a sophomore.
Here we go. First pitch to Rodriguez, going to catch the outside corner for strike one. Off and running, 2:27 start time. 0-1 to Rodriguez. It's a bit inside. Actually going to be called a strike. 0-2 as Rodriguez for this season batting .281. That 0-2 is in the turf. 1-2. Rodriguez, he's a .281 average. He has 18 hits and 64 at-bats, scored 23 times, 10 RBIs, 1 double, and 1 triple in his season stats. That 1-2 pitch, it's going to be a jam shot, but jammed straight back into the netting. It's going to be a foul ball. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes. So Nomar Signs on the mound for the Moody Trojans. He's going to toss that baseball towards his dugout. He's going to get a brand new one. Ball and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting Rodriguez. 1-2 pitch. That is away. Ball 2, 2-2. Count even up at 2 apiece. Two. That is dot to the outside corner for strike 3, and that's the first out of the top of the first. So Signs starts out this ball game with a punch out. So 1 out here in the first inning.
Another left-hander for the Ray Texans, second baseman Jack Bell.
First pitch to Bell, south side for ball 1. Jack, he's batting .379, 22 hits and 58 at-bats, 19 runs, 13 RBIs, 6 doubles, and has 1 triple this season. He looks at a 1-0, fouls it back into the netting. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Game originally was scheduled for a 5:30 start time, I believe, or a 5 o'clock start time, as that 1-1 is up for ball 2. The Veterans Memorial Eagles and Victoria East game was supposed to be at 2:30, but with the first time around, and I couldn't think of it, but then I finally thought of it, Jake, is there was a rain, I believe there was rain in the forecast, and it kind of flooded the field in Victoria as that 2-1's low, ball 3. So they had to switch fields. So Victoria East made their way to Cavness. So this time around, Vets has to head to Victoria. So they bumped down all the games. So instead of having a quadruple header, it's only a triple header here at Cabness. Is that 3-1?
Just a little triple header.
Not too much. 3-1's fouled off. 3-2's the count now.
Yeah, not too shabby. Just a triple header, a little triple header. You know,
saves the equipment.
The data. We're trying to save the data.
That is true. Time on the field. Looks like home plate umpire is messing with that pouch.
The baseball pouch.
Looks like he's ready. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off again.
Yeah, it kind of went in the direction of my car.
I know. That's why I was looking.
We're parked next to each other, so
if it hit on the bounce, so not too bad. Here's a 3-2 offering again. That's going to be grounded to the shortstop, to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Perales in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Nomar Signs.
2 down, bases empty, and the Texan pitcher Kevin Goss to the plate. 3rd left-hander in a row sent up by the Ray Texans.
First pitch to Goss. It's out of the zone up. 1 ball, no strikes.
Texan dugout loud here in the 1st inning.
And Goss is going to lift one into center field, but Hernandez is under it. He is going to secure the catch for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Texans. They go in order. Go to the bottom of the 1st. Texans 0, Moody Trojans coming to bat. You're listening to Blast Vision live here at Cabness Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Well, welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino with the call. Ray Texans taking the field for the first time. Let's get you the defensive alignment for the Texans. In the outfield, left to right, Rodriguez, Morin, and Morales. Martinez at first, Bell at second, Johnson the shortstop, Montoya at third. Kevin Goss on the mound, and Mikey Everett behind the plate. Moody Trojans will send up top of the order here in the bottom of the 1st. And that's going to be Hernandez, Gonzalez, and Signs. Trojans shaking up the lineup a little bit here in this ball game. So it's the first time we've seen the lineup in this order. First time we've seen AJ Hernandez. I believe it's the first time we've seen him in the leadoff spot since early in the season. He was the leadoff guy the past couple of years. Struggled a little bit early on, but he's gotten it going here as of late. So moves into the leadoff spot. And Gonzalez moving up in the order as well. So Rudy Trevino out of commission right now. The wind got him, and I see a contact down there has taken one for the, and 2 contacts have gone, taken one for the team right there.
I don't know if he's got any more. He's gonna need something on the drive home. I hope those weren't his last 2 contacts, but
I have some more in the car.
They have both taken one for the team right there.
The wind, it is pretty windy out here, so I guess I'll just look in one eye. It is what it is.
So if you see him covering one eye, just mind your business. He's all right. With one eye, you probably see better than I do, Rudy. So
at least it's the good eye.
Showing bunt is Hernandez, and he takes strike 1 right there from Goss. I'll get you some numbers on Kevin here in just a second. Again, showing bunt and swings and misses. 0-2.
Yeah, Kevin Goss this season, Jake, he has a overall 4-1 record, 3-1 in district, has a 1.73 ERA. He has been in 7 appearances. He has started in 7 games. That pitch missed away. Has 3 complete games as Kevin Goss.
AJ Hernandez lifts that one into center field. Morin tracks it down, and it'll be 1 away.
Don't believe they have the updated strikeout list for Kevin Goss, but that is going to be his official stats of 1.73 ERA and a 4-1 overall record in 7 games starting.
So 1 down, base is empty here for Aiden Gonzalez.
Yeah, showed 1 strikeout, Jake, and I'm pretty sure Kevin has more than 1 strikeout this season.
Yeah. That pitch missed for ball 1. In fact, I think I can get you his, if you go, Rudy, to the, that pitch is going to miss low, 2-0. If you go to the 361 HS Blast and go to the stats page, top 10s, he's definitely in the top 10. You should be able to see him there. 2-0 pitch is going to miss up, 3-0. And they should have the 5A. If you go to the pitching top 10 category right there, we should be able to find strikeouts and where he's at. There's a strike, 3-1.
He is actually number 1 in 5A in the district, 52 strikeouts.
So 52.
The second best is Malachi Lott with 50.
That pitch is going to be grounded through the left side for a base hit, so 1 out single for Gonzalez. And the Moody dugout is pretty rowdy here in the first inning as well.
So 1 down with a runner at first. It's going to bring up Nomar Signs. So Nomar comes to the plate with a runner at first base.
And the first pitch from Goss misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Let's get you some numbers on Signs. Batting .390 coming into the ball game, 23 for 59, 7 doubles, 1 home run, 14 runs driven in. Pickoff move to first base, and Aiden Gonzalez kind of bouncing back over there. But he gets back in safely, head first dive for Gonzalez. Kind of turf bounced him around out there. And again, another throw to first base, keeping an eye on Aiden. Aiden does not have a lot of stolen bases, but I'll tell you what, every stolen base he has was fun to watch. He's just fun to watch out there on the base paths. One of those guys. A breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Little backdoor breaking pitch right there. There goes Gonzalez, and the throw is over the head of Everett. So in at second base easily is Gonzalez with a stolen bag. And a 2-1 count, and now a runner in scoring position here for the Trojans.
Yeah, wild pitch from Kevin Goss. Gets the runner at second. So Runner in scoring position now for the Trojans as they look to strike first.
And a ground ball through the left side. That will at least get Gonzalez to third. He's going to have to stay put there as Rodriguez gets it in quickly. But first and third for the Trojans on that one-out single by the pitcher Nomar Saenz, going to bring up second baseman Derek Hernandez.
Yeah, the Trojans finding that 6-hole right between the third base shortstop, and both of those hits right in the same position basically into left field. So back-to-back singles for the Trojans. Puts runners at the corners, and Derek Hernandez is at the plate.
So Saenz at first, he'll stay in and run for himself. Gonzalez at third. Hernandez digs in from the left side, lefty-lefty. And Derek Hernandez is going to call timeout, granted by the home plate umpire. Surprised Goss did not just let it fly right there as he was already in the motion. You definitely don't want to see somebody get hurt, you know, having to stop midway through right there, but he does.
Middle infield in double play depth. Corners playing in while first baseman is holding on the runner.
The first pitch from Goss going to miss outside. 1-0 the count.
So the Trojans looking to strike first.
Yeah, Texans looking for a ground ball right here, get themselves out of the inning. 1-0 pitch and check the swing. 2-0.
Missed with the fastball, then tried to go with a breaking ball. Missed with that one as well. So the Trojans making Goss work here in the bottom of the first.
Now one is going to be lifted into left field, going to get down for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Derek Hernandez, and the Trojans do strike first. 1 run here in the bottom of the first inning, first and second with 1 out.
Good piece of hitting right there for Hernandez, hitting it the other way, dumping it into left field. Rodriguez brings the ball in quickly, but you know, 3 singles in a row for the Trojans. They get themselves a lead in this ball game. They look to continue with the next batter, and that is going to be Chris Escamilla.
And Derek Hernandez, he has been the guy here as of late for the Moody Trojans. Some big hits in some big spots, and like you just said, in all of those at bats, not trying to do too much. And that pitch is going to be in the turf, and a good job right there by Mikey Everett to keep the ball in front.
You have time on the field. Looks like Coach Ruiz is going to go out. He's going to go talk to his pitcher Goss, and also converge with the infield as well.
Quick break in the action, and just a reminder, hey, you can always check our full schedule for the week, 361hsblast.com. Click on the Blast Vision tab. Put our schedule up every Sunday, sometimes Monday, but we try real hard to get it up on Sunday. And this week coming up, we actually kick it off on Monday. I'll be back here at Cabinets Field. We've got the Miller Buccaneers, and be only the second ball game I've done for the Buccaneers, but we're going to get the Buccaneers for a couple of ball games coming up here. So, and that'll start with today, as a matter of fact. We'll have the Buccaneers to end the week, and we'll start again with the Buccaneers here in a district ball game against Westoso. Tonight, or today rather, is a non-district matchup with Pleasanton. So, a couple of ball games with the Buccaneers. 1-0 count here on the Trojan catcher, Chris Escamilla, and Goss misses in the turf, and the runners will advance as that one squirts away from Everett. So both runners advancing to second and third. Saenz to third, Hernandez to second. 2-0 count.
You know, Jake, all 3 games that I've called this weekend, all of the teams scoring in the bottom of the first inning. So maybe it's you. You want to be the home team right now.
Yeah.
You want to be the home team.
2-0 pitch, a little check swing, and a ground ball to the third baseman. The throw to first is in time. Montoya to Martinez over at first. 2 away.
2 down. Still runners in scoring position. That's going to bring up James Perales. So Perales comes to the plate with still a couple runners in scoring position. The Trojans looking to, add to their lead. Yesterday King scoring 2. Today Carroll scored 8.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, last night the Gregoryport Wildcats scored 3.
You want to be the home team in the first inning.
This weekend you do. Perales, first pitch from Goss, outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, it looked like Goss missed his location. However, still gets a fastball over the corner of that plate.
Up and in with the breaking ball, 1-1. This young man looking to get it going once again. Started the season hot. He's cooled off a little bit. Coach Curiel dropping him down in the lineup and see if maybe that'll get him going again.
And see if they take a little bit of pressure off of him. You see that in the big leagues as well. Some guys who struggle, they drop them down in the lineup and kind of ease them a little bit and try to get their confidence up.
Ooh, yeah, that one scorched out into the parking lot. 1-2 the count.
If you do decide to come out to Cabinets, do not point your windshield towards the field.
Not today.
Not ever.
1-2 pitch misses outside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Second and third for Moody. 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Goss leaning in for the sign from his catcher Everett. Shakes off the first one. And now he's going to step off. They'll reset. Two-two pitch swung on and missed. So Perales retired for out number 3. But for the Trojans, 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors. 2 men left on. Due up for the Texans in the top of the second. Aldrete, Martinez, and Everett. When we come back, Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino here with the call for you in this ball game. 1-0 Trojans. They scored a run in the bottom of the first inning, but they left runners, 2 runners, as a matter of fact, in scoring position. But after 1 inning, they do have a 1-run lead. Ray Texans coming to the plate. 4, 5, and 6 due up. Aldrete, Martinez, and Everett. And it's going to be the designated hitter, Frankie Aldrete, that will lead things off. He bats for the center fielder, Cade Morin.
First pitch to Aldrete is up for ball 1 from Nomar Signs. You know, after 3 singles given up from Goss, he kind of escaped damage right there. You know, an opportunity for the Trojans with runners at second and third with 1 out, unable to, you know, get that big knock and add some more runs. So Goss doing a good job of limiting that bottom of the first. That pitch is called a strike, a ball and a strike to count now. Here's the 1-1. It's also going to be a called strike. Now it is 1-2 the count.
Alderete Jr. coming in batting 300, 15 for 50, and 12 runs driven in, 2 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs.
1-2 is a breaking ball in the turf. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Start of the top of the second inning for the Texans. They're the visiting squad. 2-2 pitches in the turf again. Ball 3, 3-2 the count. I believe the last start for Nomar Signs was against Victoria East, getting the win. 3-2 pitch, foul tip in the glove for out number 1. So the first out is a strikeout for Signs.
So 1 down, bases empty. Jack Martinez to the plate, senior first baseman for the Ray Texans. I'm having a hard time talking right now.
Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Martinez.
I think he's lack of sleep. Lack of food probably too.
1, another strike. Strike 2. So way ahead of Martinez. His Signs establishing that fastball early in this ball game. He does it again, and Martinez is going to get a piece of it, fouls it straight back, and we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. Jack Martinez this season, senior for the Ray Texans, batting .413, 19 hits and 46 at-bats.
You know, Coach Ruiz telling me early in the season that, you know, they were looking for a first baseman. They had tried a bunch of different guys there, and finally, you know, gave Martinez a chance, and he's pretty much taken over and solidified that position for them when he's not on the mound.
0-2 misses for ball 1, 1-2. Yeah, Martinez can, when he's on the bump, he definitely throws some gas. One-two pitch, and it's in the turf. 2-2 the count.
Got a chance to talk to him, Rudy, as well, and just a cool kid, man, to talk to. Very well spoken, gave a great interview, and had some really, really good, insightful answers. So seems like just a really great kid.
2-2 pitch is up for ball 3. Nomar thought that he had that 1-2 pitch, as it was just a bit outside. Home plate umpire said it was a ball. So now it is a full count, so good at bat for Martinez. He was down early. 3-2 pitch. That is going to catch the outside corner. Back-to-back punch-outs. 2 down.
So with 2 down and the base is empty, Texans will send up their catcher, Mikey Everett. And timeout granted by the home plate umpire as Signs delivers the pitch. So Everett trying to slow him down.
Everett batting .288, has 12 hits, actually 19 hits that is, and 66 at bats. First pitch now is over the head of Everett. One and 0. 1-0 pitch. Foul tip into the glove. Strike 1. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Everett swings and misses. Strike 2. Actually, foul tip, umpire says. So either way, still strike 2.
Nomar kind of changing the delivery with that one. A little bit sidearm almost on that throw.
1-2 is fouled off. Straight back. Nomar looking to strike out the side. One and 2 the count. Here's that 1-2 pitch, and that is going to be hit back up the middle for a base hit. So Mikey Everett is going to get himself a 2-out single.
So Everett at first base. Third baseman Darian Montoya to the plate.
First pitch to the batter Montoya. It's going to foul one out of play. 0-1. Do have a Jake, I believe it's a courtesy runner for the catcher. I don't know who it is. Can't see the number, especially with one contact on.
Yeah. Yeah, let me put the big boy glasses on and let's see who we got there. Looks like number 9. There's a pickoff move over there. Gives us a little time. So the courtesy runner will be number 9, Talavera. Yes, Talavera.
So Talavera at first. Montoya at the plate, that's going to be fouled off right side. Once again, is going to get out of play. Right off the top of the fence of the bullpen.
That's 2 that have gone.
I know,
off
it's crazy. What are the odds?
Pretty large, I'm sure.
0-2 the count. Way ahead is Nomar Signs.
2 down. Talavera at first.
0-2 pitch popped up in the infield right side. Hernandez is under the second baseman. He is going to make the grab for out number 3. So for the Texans in the inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom half of the first. Our score 1-0. Moody Trojan lead. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino on the call for you this afternoon. Game 2 of 3. This one, the Moody Trojans hosting the Raid Texans. Moody with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. 7, 8, 9 due up for Moody. Everett, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez. Rudy and I just talking a few minutes ago. Really recognizing coach from one of the Valley teams here, scouting these 2 teams already. I like it, Rudy.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you got to be prepared for anything, and
that's the way you do it. That's how you win a state championship right there.
Exactly.
That's how you do it.
And Sharyland Pioneer, they are ranked number 2 in the state, so
for a reason.
So here we go, as it's going to be Jonathan Everett at the plate.
And Everett takes pitch inside for ball 1. So his cousin, Mikey Everett, right there, catching Kevin Goss.
And the 1-0 pitch is going to miss up for ball 2, 2-0. Goss from the windup. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, and there's a strike. 2-1. You know, a couple of years ago when 2-1 pitch again goes back to the same location, maybe a little bit further out on the black, and gets the call. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch, and that's going to get a piece of Everett, so he'll make his way to first base, hit by the pitch, move the line, and Trojans with the leadoff man on.
Next is playing third baseman number 9, Josh Gonzalez.
So that's going to bring up Moody third baseman Josh Gonzalez. So Gonzalez will dig in for the first time. Runner at first base, nobody out.
Getting the leadoff man on for the Trojans to start the bottom of the second inning. It's exactly what you're trying to do. And see what they can do like in the first inning.
Throw down to first base, and Gonzalez was showing bunt. Showed bunt early.
Play a little bit of small ball and move that runner over into scoring position with less than 2 outs.
Got Montoya on the infield green, creeping in from third base. Here comes Goss with the pitch, and he's going to lay it down. It's a good bunt. Kind of in no man's land. Goss flips it over to first in time. What a play right there by the Texan pitcher, Kevin Goss. He lays out, Rudy, to get to it, because that looked like for sure was going to be a base hit.
Yeah, it's a tough play, especially for a lefty, because you have to either throw across your body or turn all the way around. But Kevin Goss, you know, he's a kid that he plays, you know, all out, and you just kind of show he just showed and displayed it right there. He laid out, grabbed it barehanded, and flipped it over unconventionally, but got the out. That's the main focus. But good thing for the Trojans, that ball is going to be grounded to the second baseman. Bell to Martinez, but that does move over Everett to third base now. So runner at the corner at third with 2 outs.
Yeah, you gotta say that Gonzalez got the job done there with the sac bunt. Almost turned it into a base hit. And then Rodriguez doing the job as well, flipping the lineup, but gets the runner over to third base. So, you know, he hits it to the right side and gets Everett to third, now 90 feet away. Now you got the top of your order. Try and get another run in.
Productive out. You gotta love that if you were a coach. You know, I know you rather make a productive out than, you know, either strike out and leave that runner at second base. You know, hit it the other way, move him over. Pitch misses up for ball 1. So 90 feet away. Now it can be either a base hit, a wild pitch, a pass ball, and that can score a run. And that can mean all the difference in a, you know, in a probably a pitching duel matchup.
2-0 the count here on AJ Hernandez, and that pitch up and in. 3-0. AJ 0 for 1 in the ball game, and he kind of a pop fly into center field his first time up. So 3-0 pitch, here it comes, and that one's in the turf. So 4 straight balls and runners at the corners for Moody. Aiden Gonzalez to the plate.
Next to the plate, shortstop, Aiden Gonzalez.
Aiden Gonzalez, he's 1 for 1, a base hit into left field his first time up. Looking to duplicate it, and this time get an RBI and add to that RBI stat box. And then on the flip side of things, Kevin Goss is looking to do what he did also in the first inning. He got a runner in scoring position, and he's looking to escape damage.
Throw is down to first base, and Hernandez will have to hit the turf. Back in safely.
Another throw to first base. Coach Martinez over there at first base for the Moody Trojans. Coach Curiel at third. Hernandez again with a good sized lead over there. Goss comes with the pitch and he misses badly with it. 1-0.
Yeah, 5 in a row for Kevin. A lot of those pitches missing up as well.
You were a pitch, Rudy. What is that?
Just overthrowing. There? You're overthrowing a little bit. Your release point is just a little bit off, and you see it once again. Missed up, ball 2. So you try to get back into that groove. You know, right now if
towel drill kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, if I'm one of the infielders, I would actually jot out to go talk to Kevin and just kind of calm him down a little bit. After missing 6 in a row.
And there's a strike. 2-1.
Let your defense do the work for you.
Another throw over there to first base. Paying a lot of attention to it, Hernandez. Does have a good lead and he can run. Gonzalez just missed that one. Fouls it straight back.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Goss kind of has hit Hernandez in the back of his mind, and on that pitch, missed his spot. That was right down the middle, Jake, and like you said, Gonzalez just missed an errant throw from Kevin Goss.
There goes Hernandez, swing and a miss. Goss retires Gonzalez for out number 3, so the Trojans get a runner 90 feet away, but Goss toughens up and gets the Texans out of the inning unscathed. So after 2 innings of play, 1-0 Moody here at this ball game. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the 3rd inning. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Texans. Morales, Johnson, and Rodriguez. And the first pitch to right fielder Luis Morales in there for a strike.
0-1 to Morales is away. 1-1 the count. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Texans.
Luis Morales, a former Moody Trojan.
1-1 pitch. Morales looks at strike 2.
As a matter of fact, Luis Morales, a longtime bat boy for the Moody Trojans. And he was at Moody for his freshman year.
Here's the pitch. It's a bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. You know, Seen some really good stuff from Nomar Signs. First time I've seen him pitch this year, Jake, and he's commanded on both sides of the plate. A lot of pitches that he's missed out has been off the plate, a little bit outside, a little bit inside, and that's a good formula to have. As that pitch is in the dirt, or in the turf, that is 3-2 the count. You rather miss, outside the zone than miss right down the middle. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Morales. Three-2 pitch, and fouled straight back. So the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch, and up and in, ball 4. So the Ray Texans get the leadoff man on to start the top of the 3rd.
So Morales at first base for the 9-hole hitter, shortstop Troy Johnson.
Now step up, shortstop number 2, Troy Johnson.
Basically another leadoff man. So the Texans decide to go with Johnson and the 9-hole. Third baseman Gonzalez is playing really shallow, anticipating a bunt, and Johnson shows bunt, pulls back, pitch misses up. Morales has to scurry back to the bag at first. One ball, no strikes. Shows bunt once again, and he's going to bunt it down the first base line, but it is going to trickle foul. And the count is a ball and a strike. So with the third baseman, Gonzalez, already playing in and then charging more in while the bunt is, as Johnson's about to bunt, Johnson really has one option, and he has to try to push the bunt towards the first base side. Here's the bunt, and it is going to be down the first base side, right to the pitcher, actually under the glove of Nomar Signs. And Johnson is going to be safe at first. Maybe I think Nomar was already looking up to see where Johnson was to flip it to the bag. Never fielded it, and it is going to be an error on the pitcher, Signs. So puts runners at first and second with no outs, and we go back to the top of the lineup with Ryan Rodriguez. And again, I probably anticipate another bunt here, Jake. He shows it, bunts it, but bunts it in the air. Catcher Escamilla gets chased, but unable to get there in time.
Yeah, no chance to get that one, hit the netting. So, I don't care how quick you are, unless you're also about 10 feet tall with some super stretch arms, not going to get that one.
Yeah, good luck. 0-1.
So with runners at first and second, now you see Peralta, the first baseman, on the infield green.
Pickoff move to second, but no throw over. So an opportunity here for the Texans in the top of the 3rd. Perales is crashing in. 0-1. That's going to be bunted left side, and it gets down. Omar unable to field it cleanly again. It was going to be a bang-bang play at first base with a great bunt by Rodriguez. And they are going to call it a hit here at the field, and I got to agree. What a bunt that was. Signs unable to field it cleanly. But with Rodriguez being a lefty and laying it down third base side, would have been a tough play. So a bunt single, and that is bases loaded.
Nomar may have tried to make that throw to third base, momentum taking him there, and that too would have been bang bang over at third base. So loaded for the Texans.
Pitch is gonna be a fastball that catches the outside corner to Jack Bell. Bases loaded, no outs for the Ray Texans. And Nomar Signs is going to have to try to see if he can get out of this inning unscathed or limit the damage. Good start with starting off Bell with a strike. So we're going to have time on the field. Escamilla's going to go out and talk to his pitcher Signs. Gonzalez, the shortstop, also is into the mix, meeting at the mound. Jack Bell, first time up. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game, and he grounded out to the shortstop Gonzalez. So no balls and a strike to Jack Bell. 0-1 pitch. It's a little bit in. Squirts away, not too far. We're going to have a play at the plate. Throw is in, not in time. It's actually offline. So a run's going to come in to score for the Texans. And we are all tied up at 1 apiece. We have time on the field. So a pass ball from Escamilla. Didn't get away too far, Jake, and you know, heads up base running by Morales. He slid in to the plate, and it looked like just kind of a little collision there from Signs and Morales. Looks like Signs is okay, just kind of limping it off. He's going to throw a couple warm-up pitches to make sure everything is a-okay. But that is a big run for the Ray Texans to tie this ball game, and
still 2 runners in scoring position here with nobody out.
Want a big shout out whoever gave us these Gatorades. Thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it.
And actually, I'm looking over there. That's Johnny Luna, one of our sponsors. So thank you, Mr. Luna. We appreciate it, man. The Powerades on this hot day. Mr. Luna with his son out here watching the ball game.
It's Auto Nation, right?
Auto Nation, yeah.
Make sure you go hit up Auto Nation if you're looking for a car. Hit up Johnny Luna.
So the Trojans will bring the infield in, second and third, nobody out. 1-1 count on Bell. Rodriguez at second, Johnson at third. Here comes the pitch, and that one is going to miss. 4-2, so 2-1 the count.
So 2 balls, 1 strike to Bell. Johnson at third, Rodriguez is at second. Infield drawn in now for the Trojans.
Tied at 1 here in the top of the third, but the Texans threatening.
Here's a 2-1 pitch, and that is going to catch the outside corner. Strike 2. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There was some softball earlier, Jake. I guess they finished. When I first got here, that game was, I think, in the 2nd or 3rd inning. It was Vets, and I guess they started at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Ouch.
I know. 2-2s up and away. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And I got a little excited, you know, with all the action going on here. I thought I was supposed to be calling this game, and I just kind of took over for you, Rudy. Sorry about that, my man.
Excited with these Powerades.
that's what it was right there. Took a sip of the Powerade.
3-2 pitch fouled off left side, and heads up. You know, that Volkswagen out in the parking lot has
has survived so far, but living on the edge right there, man. Living on the wild side.
That's a sweet spot right there where you don't want to park.
Looks
like there's not a lot of cars next to them.
Looks like the light's on, actually. Yeah, they're moving.
Pick off a 10-2 third, no throw over. Yeah, they're gonna move. They're like, okay, I've seen a couple balls hit this way.
I think they were down there ready to move before that one even went, because they just moved that car. I thought I saw the lights come on, and sure enough, they moved.
32 pitches inside, ball 4. So that is gonna load up the bases once again for the Texans. Still no outs in the inning, and it's gonna be bringing up
Kevin Goss.
So Kevin Goss comes to the plate with bases loaded, no outs. Infield's drawn in, kind of confused. Okay, you hear Coach Guriel say move back from the middle infielders to go into double play depth, as that pitch is going to catch the inside corners to strike 1. There you go, Jake. That's one of the pros that we talked about earlier, you know, being outside. You can hear the coaches, you know, talk to the players. 1 pitch, and Goss is going to hit one into shallow left field. Left fielder Rodriguez is under. He's going to make the grab. Johnson from third is going to tag up, throws to plate. It's not in time. So Johnson's going to come in to score a sac fly for Kevin Goss, and it is a 2-1 Ray Texan lead here in the top of the third.
A great throw right there by Roman Rodriguez, but a great jump by Troy Johnson over at third base, and the speed of Johnson just too much right there, and coming in to score on that sac fly by Goss. Frankie Aldarete, the next batter.
So 1 out, runners at first and second, as the first pitch to Aldarete is up for ball 1. 1-0. So the Texans scoring 2 so far in the top of the third inning. And that's going to be ripped back up the middle for a base hit, as Coach Ruiz is going to put the stop sign. Good throw from Hernandez, the center fielder, and bases are loaded once again, this time with 1 out.
So loaded for Jack Martinez, the senior first baseman.
We see some action in the bullpen for the Moody Trojans as well. So Martinez is at the plate. First pitch to Martinez is upstairs, out of the zone, ball 1. We're going to have time on the field. Escamilla is going to go out. He's going to go talk to his pitcher, Signs.
Looks like maybe Jojo Escobedo, just by the motion there, and sunglasses on the rim, and yeah, that is Jojo.
And now Coach Curiel is going to go out and go talk to his pitcher.
Quick break in the action. Just a reminder, we have one more ball game after this. Pleasanton Eagles. Coach Stanley, former head coach for the Gregory Portland Wildcats, will be back in town. And Coach Stanley, always a stand-up guy with us with Blast Vision, and so it'll be good to see Coach Stanley and talk with him before that ball game. They take on the Miller Buccaneers. And it'll be good to see the Buccaneers once again, like you mentioned earlier. Before that first ball game, having one of the best years they've had in a long time.
It's been a kind of a blessing in disguise moving to 4A, not just for the baseball program as the first or the 1-0 pitch is low, but for football and as well. Going down to the 4A level, and the Miller Buccaneers playing a little bit more competitive games now. 7 wins in the season. This 2-0 is fouled out of play. 7 wins, Jake, for the Miller Buccaneers, and
I think you could probably take the last several years and combine them and not get 7 wins for those guys. So, Coach McDaniel doing a really good job over there, trying to change that culture. And we talked to him last season and about that, and he said we want to take the successes that we're having in other areas and incorporate that into what we're doing on the baseball field, and just kind of bring that culture, that football winning culture, over to baseball.
Here's a 3-1 to Martinez, and Nomar Signs is going to walk in a run. It is a 3-1 Texan lead now here in the top of the third. Can't be too much longer, Jake. Might have a short leash on Nomar Signs. 1 down, bases are still loaded for the Texans.
And it looks like Jojo Escobedo is done, and done warming up rather, and here comes Coach Curiel. That is probably it for Nomar Signs. So a tough spot for Jojo to come into, and this will be the second time this season he enters a ball game with the bases loaded, less than 2 outs. And
Jake, before we go to commercial break, looks like the King Mustangs, Jake, getting a 9-4 win over Flower Bluff. So the King Mustangs winning is wow, yeah, good game.
Man, this district is just something else. I'll tell you right now, this district is something else. So Nomar Signs done for the day on the mound. Jojo Escobedo will come in relief, and we'll take a quick break, let him get his warm-up pitches in. We'll be right back. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
No. Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth.
Shout out Fenway Park.
3-1 ball game here. We are in the top of the third inning. The bases are loaded for the Ray Texans, and a new pitcher on the mound for Moody. It's Jojo Escobedo. So Escobedo will take over second time, at least the second time this season that he's come in with the bases juiced and had to try and get the Trojans out of a jam. So Escobedo will come in. Let's get you some numbers on Jojo.
The good thing for Jojo, he's one pitch away of getting out of this inning. You know, you get yourself a double play and escape more damage from the Texans.
He's had 5 appearances, 3 of them starts. He's 2-0, 2.94 ERA, 9 runs, 7 earned on 15 hits, 8 walks, and 26 strikeouts. A lot of strikeouts for 16 2/3 innings pitched. So it's probably the guy that they would want right now in this situation is Jojo Escobedo. But the bases are loaded for Miguel Everett.
Here's the first pitch to Mikey. It's up and in, ball 1, 1-0. Everett with a base hit his first time up, back up the middle. One ball, no strikes, bases loaded. 1 down. 1-0 pitch and roll over foul right in front of the dugout, into the dugout actually of the Texans.
See, the Pleasanton Eagles have arrived.
One the count to Mikey Everett. I like the uniforms too. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and that is going to hit Everett. He's going to make his way to first base, and a hit by pitch brings in a run. It is a 4-1 Texan lead now here in the top of the third. We have time on the field. Looks like Talavera is going to be the courtesy runner for the catcher, Everett.
So Talavera at first, Martinez at second, Alderete at third, still loaded here with 1 out. Darian Montoya to the plate.
Montoya looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1. Right when we went on a commercial break, talking with Jake right here, saying, you know, this district is absolutely crazy right now. You know, the King Mustangs, you know, not only did they get a win yesterday over Veterans Memorial, but then come back and win over Flower Bluff and beating you know, both of those teams in those top 4 teams in district. So getting a couple statement wins, kind of like the Carroll Tigers.
And the Mustangs, they kind of limped through the end of district play, and then they come into the second half with, you know, 2 big wins. And so yeah, you just don't know. I mean, a team might look like they're down, and then all of a sudden, you know, they, you just don't know. I mean, a team might look like they're down, and then all of a sudden, you know, they, you just don't know. I mean, a team might look like they're down, and then all of a sudden, you know, they, you just don't know. I mean, a team might look like they're down, and then all of a sudden, you know, they
Go on a hot streak.
Get a couple of wins and put themselves back in play, and that's what the Mustangs have certainly done.
That pitch was fouled off, so the count is a ball and 2 strikes to the batter, Montoya.
A wild District 29 5A. It will not be over till it's over. We'll probably still trying to figure out who's going to make it in last game of the season.
1-2 pitch is going to be called a strike for strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. Big strikeout for Jojo Escobedo. So with 2 outs now, bases still loaded.
For right fielder Luis Morales, I believe Morales led off the inning. If I remember correctly, it's been a little while.
So it looks like the Texans hitting around. First pitch is Morales looks at. He looks at a ball way outside.
Yeah, Morales did lead off the inning.
So hitting around this inning is the Texans. 1-0 the count to Morales. They've scored 4 runs so far. Here's the 1-0. Morales looks at a fastball that catches the outside corner. 1-1 now the count. So a ball and a strike. Jojo working from the stretch. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Great pitch by Escobedo. And time on the field. Escamilla walking the baseball out to his pitcher. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him when when blocking that baseball that was in the turf.
Gets a love pat from Aiden Gonzalez, the shortstop, and then Jojo follows up with 1-2. Chris Escamilla, he's a big kid. Big tough kid.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Way ahead is Escobedo. Looking for back-to-back punch-outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's the same pitch, but this time Morales doesn't chase. 2-2 the count.
As I mentioned, Morales is a former Moody Trojan, so these guys, they're familiar with each other.
2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to end the inning, but not before the Ray Texans can put up 4 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and bases were loaded as we go to the bottom half of the the bottom half of the 3rd inning. It's a 4-1 Ray Texan lead. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 3rd inning we go. Trojans trailing 4-1. Scored a run in the bottom of the 1st, but the Texans with 4 runs in the top of the 3rd inning, taking advantage of some Trojan miscues. They put 4 runs on the board and now have a 4-1 lead. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Trojans. Signs will stay in as the designated hitter. That's how Guriel had it on the lineup card. Pitcher / designated hitter. So he'll stay in, and he'll bat for the pitcher. And Goss lost his footing right there on that 1-0 pitch. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, that was that big conversation, and you know, the meeting, the winter meeting they had at coach's school, and they passed that a couple years ago, actually. Just so we'll just say in this case, no more signs going onto the mound, starting the game, and instead of pulling him and putting him back on the field, you know, you just keep him as a DH, and they passed that rule.
So he will DH for the new pitcher, Jojo Escobedo, in a 3-0 count. Goss delivers strike one.
Goss was in that dugout for a little bit, so you see 3 pitches that missed.
Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Bell. The throw over to first is in time, and they retire signs for out number 1.
1 down. That's going to bring up for the Trojans. It's going to be Derek Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 1 in the ball game. Had a single into left, first time up. I believe had the RBI single into left.
And Goss gonna miss with the first pitch, missing outside. 1-0 the count. There's a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, after 2 innings of pitching, I believe Goss finished at 42 pitches.
Breaking pitch, nasty right there. 1-2.
Yeah, that was pretty filthy.
Little check swing, and don't know if he did go around. The ball got away from Everett. Are they going to call it a strikeout? I believe they are. So
probably, Jake, probably the worst rule in baseball right there. The drop 3 strikeouts. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sure that the Ray Texans agree with you on that one right now. As Derek Hernandez over at first base, and Goss will check on him over there. So reaches on the strikeout, dropped 3rd strike. It got all the way to the backstop, and Hernandez some speed. So he's at first base. Chris Escamilla at the plate. And Goss misses in the turf, 1-0. Escamilla grounded weakly to the 3rd baseman his first time up, 0 for 1 in the ball game. The Trojans needed some base runners, and they'll take them however they can get them. Goss misses up, 2-0. And that's a young man they definitely want on the base paths, Derek Hernandez, because he can run. 2-0 pitch, outside corner for a strike, 2-1. But Goss, a tough guy to run on. So far, they've only run once, I believe. Yeah, 2-1 pitch is going to miss outside for ball 3.
Three-one count. Hernandez is at first. It's a good pitch to run on.
And there he goes. And ball 4. So first and second for the Trojans. They bring the tying run to the plate in the form of James Perales. It looks like they'll have a runner for the catcher over at first base. Isaac Vidal will come in to run.
And baseball IQ right there from second baseman Bell. Looked like he was going to try to receive the baseball from the catcher Everett. So you see Hernandez slide into second base. And if not, I mean, with the wheels he has, he probably could round second, and he probably could have head to third and maybe made it. But like I said, pretty good baseball IQ for Jack Bell at second base. So an opportunity here for the Trojans. Perales is at the plate. James Perales 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Bell. Flip to second for 1 over to first base, and it is in time. And the Texans, you see Kevin Goss fired up right there. You know, after they put up 4 runs to get themselves another 0 for the Moody Trojans up on the board. That was big. And the Texans are fired up. 4-1 Texans after 3 complete. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino with the call for you here in this one. We've played 3 innings here at Cabinets Field. 4-1 Texans in this ball game. Game 2 of the triple header we have here from Cabinets Field. And the Ray Texans will send up 9-1-2, Johnson, Rodriguez, and Bell. Troy Johnson will lead things off against Jojo Escobedo.
First pitch is in the turf for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Johnson as Troy's 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a 1-0 pitch that's going to be hit into right to the glove of the second baseman Hernandez. So out number 1.
It's going to bring up Ryan Rodriguez. Back to the top of the Texan order. Pretty good sized crowd now, Rudy.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. You know, not a lot of people were here, and then I guess people just started showing up all of a sudden, and right under us as well.
Yeah,
you don't want to sit in the sun.
Yeah, pretty crowded up here under the little awning that they have at Cabinets Field. Although there are some umbrellas out too. Some folks sitting out in the stands. Some umbrellas.
Get tan on.
Yeah, those people with the umbrellas much smarter than me. I would have been getting my burn on. Actually, probably.
Forget to put sunscreen on.
Yeah.
1-1 the count. 1-1 pitch. That is rolled over right to the first baseman, Perales. He's going to touch the bag himself. And that is out number 2.
2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Jack Bell, the next batter.
Now start play second baseman number 1, Jack Bell.
So Jack Bell comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in the game. I believe he reached his last time up on a walk. First pitch is in the turf for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Can't believe there's only 3 weeks left of baseball. 7 or 6 games remaining in district play, depending on when you have your bye. As that 1-0 is up and in, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. But as for the Texans, you know, having the bye, yesterday, they have 8 games in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, tough stretch.
2-0, roll over, foul this time.
Nice play over there by Perales.
Backhands it.
down on one knee, but it was in foul territory.
So the count is 2 balls and a strike to Bell.
I want to say Coach Yeager said that the Eagles play 6 games in 12 days.
Crazy. 2-1 is away. Actually going to catch the outside corner. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, absolutely crazy. I believe they play yesterday, today, then Tuesday, and then they play Friday, Saturday, Tuesday. And a lot has to do with star testing going on. 2-2's inside for ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So
if you Easter, the whole Easter week, and then the star testing, and yeah, so everything got smashed together here towards the end in the final push, and
it's
makes
really
it pretty tough.
Yeah, especially for pitching. That's the toughest part. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't mind playing that many games. I mean, you do it during tournament play as that pitch is fouled off. However, these are meaningful games, which is more important because now we're on the second half of district, and you're trying to make a push to make the playoffs. So it's going to be tough for a lot of those, for everyone actually, you know, on your arms, and you're going to have to make sure you you use your arms productively.
The one thing that
popped up once again and out of play.
The one thing that, you know, every coach pretty much that I talked to this week was, you know, talking about was how they were going to line up pitching, who's going to throw what game, and, you know, how do we want to do it? Where do we want that starting point where we build around from there? In other words, you know, this game is really important, so let's line up the pitching for that one, and then we'll go from there. And which one is it? Which is more important than the other? You know, it's almost a situation where, you know, is there one more important than the other?
3-2 pitch, and that's going to be hit into right center. Falls for a base hit as Bell rounds first, but he's going to stay put. Good throw by Everett, the right fielder, as he gets the ball in quickly. Yeah. But as a 2-out single.
For a second there, Rudy, I thought that was going to get past Everett, so Everett did a great job to keep the ball from getting past him, number 1, and then got the throw in quickly, like you said. But a 2-out single nonetheless, and that'll keep the line moving for Kevin Goss.
I know Coach Ruiz likes to be aggressive on the base path, so wouldn't be surprised if Bell decides to take off. Not a big lead, though. Pickoff attempt to first, no throw over. Goss 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch to Goss, and he hits one to the right side, but in foul territory. 0-1 the count to Kevin. Top of the 4th inning, 2 outs. As he flew out to the center fielder and had a sac fly into left field, so an RBI under Goss's name. Pickoff attempt to first, not in time as Bell dives back in safely. Escobedo gets his sign from his catcher, Escamilla. Long pause, 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 2, and a great pitch by Escobedo, way ahead of Kevin Goss.
Yeah, that was nasty, kind of disappeared. Now you see it, now you don't.
Yeah, looked kind of like a changeup, Jake. You know, it's a little bit slower than his fastball, but then at the last second had a nice hard bite to it. Pickoff attempt to first is not in time. So 0-2 the count. Way ahead, Escobedo. The Trojans looking to get out of this inning and see if they can get the bats rolling. Trail by 3 runs. It's 4-1 the score. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball is going to be hit right back to the pitcher, Escobedo. as he's going to run over towards first base. Throw over to Perales in time for out number 3. So for the Texans in the inning, no runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, our score 4-1, Ray Texan lead. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 7-8-9 due up for Moody, Everett, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez. Kevin Goss back out on the mound. His 4th inning of work, rather.
Leading off the Trojans, right fielder Jonathan Everett.
Johnny Everett will dig in. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, so no official at bat.
Looks like Goss at 57 pitches through 4 innings. Through 3 innings, excuse me. We're in the 4th.
1-0. Fouled off. Back to that same spot, but sorry, Johnny. The Volkswagen is gone. You're not getting them today.
That Volkswagen parked pretty far too.
Strike 2. I didn't even see where they moved to.
They moved towards kind of in the middle of the softball field and
yeah, that is
the baseball
far.
Field, closer towards the football field.
Yeah, they wanted nothing to do with this baseball baseball field.
I wouldn't either.
2-2 the count. Goss yanked that pitch. So full count. The Eagles, Pleasanton Eagles, are leaving the stands. Came up and sat pretty close to where we were at. 3-2 pitch is foul back. We'll do it again at 3-2. Those guys will be taking on the Miller Buccaneers. So a bus ride for the Pleasanton Eagles, making their way to Corpus Christi. 3-2 pitch, grounded up the middle, and a play there for Bell. And the throw to first base is in time. Oh my goodness. Jack Bell, what a play right there. He was on the third base side of second when he made that grab. It was not hit hard. But what a throw across the body, Rudy, and gets Everett for out number 1.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough play. Bell made it look pretty easy, and good job by Martinez as well, as that ball was bounced in there, and Martinez does a good job of securing that catch and complete the 4-3 putout for the first out of the inning.
First
the next
pitch.
batter to Joshua Gonzalez.
Yeah, the first pitch kind of fouled off maybe the foot of Gonzalez. He's got that little shin guard, foot cover
knee protector, leg guard. 0-1 pitch. 0-2.
It's funny, once you get hit there, Jake, you're like, nope, I'm going to get a guard for it. It's not a pleasant feeling.
Pitch in the turf. 1-2. No, it's not. I mean, I don't even want to run into something. I'm hit my shin. I mean, it just. Kevin Goss, it hit the dirt right there on that pitch and got a swing and a miss from Gonzalez right there. And 2 down.
Number 3, left fielder Roman Rodriguez.
And it just kind of looked like he slipped on the landing spot. He fell, but got himself a strikeout on the pitch. As the next batter is going to be Roman Rodriguez.
So Rodriguez takes pitch low and outside, 1-0. 1-1.
Goss has been really efficient after after those first 2 innings, 42 pitches, and then had a pretty quick third, and getting 2 quick outs here in the 4th inning.
Pitch right there, missing low, 2-1. Missed his spot badly right there. You saw Everett set up outside, kind of pushed the glove down, and he missed up with the pitch. 3-1 to count. There's a strike. 3-2.
Looks like the Buccaneers just arriving to the field.
3-2 pitch and strike 3 called. So Rodriguez will go down looking, and the Trojans go quietly. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base here in the bottom of the 4th. So after 4 innings of play, 4-1 Texans. Listen to Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino, top of the 5th inning here in game 2 of 3. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Texans. Aldrete, Martinez, and Everett. And it's Frankie Aldrete leading things off.
First pitch to Alderete. He's going to swing and miss at a breaking ball from Escobedo. Escobedo still in the ball game. Came in for relief of starting pitcher Nomar Sines. Here is the 0-1 pitch. That's upstairs. Ball 1, 1-1. So the Trojans scoring 1 in the bottom of the first, and then the Texans scoring 4 in the top of the third. It's all the scoring so far in this ball game, as Alderete is going to hit a ball into left field for a base hit. So a leadoff single to start the top of the fifth for the Texans.
1 on, no outs for first baseman Jack Martinez.
So Martinez comes to the plate. Martinez 0 for 1. Struck out looking and also drew a walk. Shows bunt, pulls back in and out of the glove of the catcher Escamilla, but not too far away as Alderete stays put at first. Pitch is called a ball at the plate, 1-0. Third baseman Gonzalez, he is drawn in. He's going to be crashing in. Pickoff attempt to first is not in time.
Had someone ask me once, true story, since the catcher didn't catch it, that means it's a ball, right? Not necessarily. But sometimes it's a good indication.
More times than not, then yes, it is a ball.
More times than not. More times than not.
He's going to bunt it, but bunts it foul. Hits the plate, but pops over the head of the catcher Escamilla. Foul ball. 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runner at first base.
Notice the underhand toss right there from Everett popped the mid of Escamilla.
Pickoff attempt to first, not in time. Dives back in. Coach Rodriguez, the first base coach, Coach Ruiz, third base coach for the Texans. 1-1, bunted down the right side as Escobedo picks it up. He is going to actually miss Martinez on the tag. Then flips over to Perales, is not in time. So some miscues for the Moody Trojans with, bunting situations. That's already 3 in this ball game.
Now play number 20, catcher Miguel Everett.
It's Mikey Everett, the next batter. As Everett shows bunt, pulls back. They called it a hit here at the field, Jake, on that bunt. I'm not too sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one either.
One ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second as Perales is charging in. Same thing with the third baseman Gonzalez. He was also charging in. So we're going to have time on the field. Now they're going to go talk about probably the bunt defense, how they want to handle this one. So with how they were crashing in, you have third baseman, first baseman Gonzalez at third, Perales at first, both crashing in. So then you're going to have the shortstop Gonzalez make his way to third. You're going to have the second baseman Hernandez make his way to first base. You're going to leave the bag at second, probably vacant, unless I've seen it before. You have your center fielder cover the bag at second. Doesn't show bunt, not yet. He does now, and he's going to bunt it down the third base line, and it is going to be bunted down the third base line. Escobedo picks it up, throw over to third. It's not in time as he has to throw kind of awkwardly, and everyone is safe on the base path. Right now, Escobedo, he is on the turf, so we're going to go to a quick commercial break as the trainers and coaches come out. You listen to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. We're in the top of the 5th inning, 4-1 Texan lead, but the Texans have the bases loaded again, nobody out, and a pitching change as Jojo Escobedo leaves the ball game. So Christian Rodriguez will take over. Where's number 15? He is a senior right-handed pitcher for Moody. So Rodriguez comes in and he will take over. And let's get you some totals for Christian Rodriguez. He has made 9 appearances, 4 starts. He's 3-1 on the season. 24 2/3 innings pitched, 5.40 ERA, and 20 runs, 19 earned on 13 hits, 7 walks, and 30 strikeouts for Christian Rodriguez. So Escobedo hit the turf, attempting to field a bunt on the last at bat by Miguel Everett. And it looks like we have a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base, and that is going to be Talavera once again. So Talavera at first, Martinez at second, Aldrete at third, Darian Montoya at the plate. Rodriguez comes in a big jam here. So asking a lot of the senior here, trying to get you out of this jam. They're trying to keep the damage limited. Well, they're trying to keep the damage to none, trying to keep this a 3-run ball game, give themselves a chance to try and get back into it. But a tall order right here. Infield will be drawn in for the Trojans with the bases loaded.
Jack looking towards the bullpen of the Texans. It looks like they have somebody warming up. But Looking on the offensive side, bases loaded, no outs for the Ray Texans is Montoya at the plate. As Montoya, he is 0 for 2. Popped up to the second baseman and then struck out looking his second time up. Big spot here for the Ray Texans. They want to add more runs. Like I said, bases loaded. And we're out of time on the field. Rodriguez steps off and he tells his catcher Escamilla if he can come over to the mound as they discuss probably signs, making sure they're on the same page.
Dinner plans.
Yeah. So with the infield drawn in, they are definitely trying to make sure that the Ray Texans don't add any more runs. So instead of getting a double play, if the ball's hit up the middle to one of those guys, they will go home. Here's the pitch to Montoya. First pitch swinging. He's going to hit one into left center for a base hit. As one run's going to come in to score, 2 runs are going to come in to score, and that is a 2 RBI single for Montoya, and it's a 6-1 Ray Texan lead here in the top of the 5th. First pitch swinging was Montoya. Saw a pitch a little bit elevated in the zone. Didn't miss it. Squared it up. Got himself an RBI, 2 RBI single. Still no outs. Runners at first and second. Looks like it's going to be Luis Morales at the plate. First pitch to Morales is a breaking ball. Catches the inside corner for a strike 1. So Rodriguez inherited those runs, or those base runners, that is. He's the only run that he's in charge of is the one at first. As that pitch is going to be called a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. As you see Morales show bunt, pulled back. Pitch was called a strike, so with 2 strikes, I don't anticipate Morales showing bunt once again. Double play intact for the Trojans. Get a couple outs here. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and that is going to be lifted into left field. Left fielder Rodriguez, couple steps back. He's under it. He's going to make the grab as Talavera stays put at second. Everyone stays put. And that is the first out of the inning here in the top of the 5th.
Troy Johnson to the plate for the Ray Texans.
The 9/leadoff man. Troy in this ball game, he's 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the ball game. As Johnson, he lined out to the second baseman, and also that pitch is going to get away from the catcher Escamilla. Wild pitch from Rodriguez. So runners at second and third with 1 out. Infield drawn in for the Trojans once again. 1-0 pitch. Johnson looks at a ball.
He was trying to wear that one right there.
Yeah, he kind of saw at the last second, kind of moved his leg just a bit inside.
Got to get on any way you can, and he was willing to wear that one, Rudy.
I don't know if you saw Jake, but in a major league game, I think it was the Mets, or I don't remember who it was. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Johnson. That is going to catch the zone for strike 1. It was a left-handed hitter. I want to say it was Pilar, and the pitch was up and in. The home plate umpire called it a strike 3 to end the game, but the last second he goes, no, it hit him in the arm. So he leaned into it, but they still called it a ball game, and it was a walk-off hit by a pitch. Johnson hits one into right center as the right fielder actually splits the gap right in between both of them. A run's going to come in to score, and that is going to be a RBI double for Troy Johnson. 7-1 Ray Texans.
Montoya will have to hold up at third base. So second and third with one out. Back to the top of the Texan order with Ryan Rodriguez.
It was a long run for Hernandez and Everett, and it looked like they were there, Jake. Maybe a little miscommunication between the both of them, and fell right in between both of them. Rodriguez is going to swing at the first pitch. He pops it up in the infield, and shortstop Gonzalez, he's under it, and kind of shifts at the last second, but he does make the grab for out number 2. So 2 outs now in the inning. Runners at second and third still.
Just going to bring up Jack Bell, the Texan second baseman.
Here's the pitch to Jack Bell. Fastball is away. 1-0. Kind of resemblance of that third inning, Jake. You know, the Texans got the leadoff man on, then a bunt that led to an error. Well, this time it was a fielder's choice, and then another bunt, load up the bases, and then, well, get yourself a couple hits and a wild pitch, and you get a 4 spot in the third, and so far 3 here in the 5th. Pitch missed for ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0. To Bell. He looks at a ball in, ball 3, 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes. So with Flower Bluff losing today, they go to 5-5 in district. The Mustangs now 4-6. Same thing with the Carroll Tigers, and Bell is going to walk on 4 pitches, makes his way to first base, and you know that race is getting really tight for that 4th spot now.
Yeah, it looks like everybody wants a piece.
Kevin Goss is coming to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 0 for 2. First pitch swinging to Goss. Swings and misses at the high cheese. 0-1. No balls and a strike. 0-1 pitch inside. 1-1. So now Carroll and King right now only 1 game back from that 4th spot to the Flower Bluff Hornets. 1-1 pitch, and that ball is going to be hit into left field as the left fielder going back. Warning track has a beat on it, and Rodriguez makes the grab a couple steps in front of the warning track in left field. But the Ray Texans, they do tack on 3 more runs as they scored 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. Our score 7-1 Ray Texans. You listen to Blast Vision live here at Cabness Field.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. 361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Little Cupid shuffle for you. Bring you back as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Trojans trailing now 7-1. Top of the order for Moody, Hernandez, Gonzalez, and Sainz. AJ Hernandez will dig in. And Goss delivers a pitch, grounded up the middle, fielded by Bell, and he boots it into center field. Base hit right there for AJ Hernandez. Leadoff single.
I thought we were about to see another crazy play by Jack Bell, but just unable to field it cleanly when he tried to backhand it. Ball was hit pretty sharply up the middle. Bell did get a glove on it. So kind of what the Trojans were looking for to get the lead man on. Still got 3 innings to play, so.
And Aiden Gonzalez hits one deep, going back Rodriguez, warning track, and he will make the grab. So Aiden Gonzalez gives it a ride, but Ryan Rodriguez, like Roman Rodriguez in left field, tracks it down. One away.
Yeah, with that wind blowing in, well, now kind of shifting over to left field, that ball just kind of staying in the air a little bit longer and just kind of getting held up by the wind.
Little chopper over to the third baseman, Montoya. Montoya with the throw over to first is in time to retire Sainz. Hernandez will move to second base, but 2 away for Derek Hernandez.
That ball was a chopper to the third baseman, Montoya. He looked at second. It would have been super close, so he just decides to just take the sure out at first base. With a 6-run lead, he'd rather get the outs than make an error, so they do get the second out of the inning. Hernandez at the plate.
Ground ball up the middle, and oh my goodness, Bell with the dive, and Hernandez, and that is AJ Hernandez, will score from second base. And so Derek Hernandez driving in a run. It's 7-2.
A good piece of hitting. First pitch swinging and kind of right back where it came from. Got through the middle. As Bell. Also Johnson giving chase, unable to get there, and get yourself an RBI, inch closer to that deficit of 6, or now 5. Like I said, you still got 3 innings with now 2 1/3 innings left.
Chris Escamilla takes a pitch up and out. And there's a strike on the inner half. 1-1.
So he scratched 1 run here, and with Goss with a high pitch count in this ball game.
Check swing goes around.
Yeah, pretty good breaking ball. That pitch started right down the middle. And that's where you see Escamilla check his swing, because at the last second, just kind of broke off the table.
Runner on the move, and the pitch in there, called strike 3. So that will do it for the Trojans here in the bottom of the 5th. They score 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors, 1 man left on. Our score 7-2 after 5 complete. Blast Vision Live from Cabinets Field.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
We are headed
top of the sixth.
To the top of the sixth, and thank you, Rudy. Trying to do too many things at one time. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Raid Texans. Alderete, Martinez, and Everett, and it's Frankie Alderete that will lead things off.
Alderete 2 for 3 in this ball game. He has a foul tip out, a little strikeout, and then a couple singles in this game. One at left and one back up the middle. His first pitch is called a strike at the plate. 0-1 to Alderete. One. Alderete swings and misses. 0-2. As Christian Rodriguez still on the mound for the Trojans, as they do get a bye on Tuesday, so no game for the Trojans on Tuesday. They won't play until Friday. 0-2 pitch is low and away, ball 1. They'll have games Friday and Saturday of next week. So should be a crazy week of baseball next week. You know, a lot of these teams playing 3 games, as that pitch is going to be grounded to the shortstop Gonzalez. Throw over to Perales is in time for the first out of the 6th.
One down, base is empty for Jack Martinez.
So Martinez comes to the plate.
If I remember correctly, Jack Martinez is family from Louisiana.
Louisiana, him and Christian Martinez. Jack senior, Christian I believe a sophomore. Both on this varsity squad of the Texans. First pitch missed away, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Martinez is going to hit one foul. Heads up. Bleachers, kind of the last second too. Good thing she was paying attention.
Nice little breeze blowing through here, keeping us cool all day. It's been a great day for some baseball out here at Cabinets Field. It's our second ball game of 3. Well, for me, 3.
1-1, catch the outside corner for a strike. 1-2.
Rudy's gonna bail on me after this one. Gotta get himself back to San Antonio. I believe Rudy working tomorrow.
I gotta work tomorrow in the morning.
So he's gonna make his way back to San Antonio after this ball game in this wind.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss as Martinez chases at a ball out of the zone, and that's the second out of the inning.
So 2 down, base is empty for Miguel Everett, or Mikey. I remember last year we got the roster from the Raid Texans, and it had Mikey Everett, right? And you know that's how we punched it in, and but it was spelled like Mickey. M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Ah, got you.
Yeah, it was spelled like Mickey, and we got a we got a phone call, and nobody wants to have their name out there wrong, so we've got it as Miguel now. Just
Just go with the real name.
0-1 hit into right center. That ball's kind of hanging up, and center fielder Hernandez dives.
Oh my
He's gonna make
goodness.
the grab for out number 3. Great job by Hernandez making the grab to end the top of the 6th inning. So for the Texans, no runs, no hits, no errors, no man left on base. Go to the bottom half of the 6th. 7-2 ball game here at Cabinets Field.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino here with the call in this ball game. 6-7-8 due up for Moody, Perales, Everett, and Gonzalez. James Perales leading things off against Kevin Goss. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it back. Little 3D action.
Perales 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out into a double play last time up.
Looks at ball 1. Goss from the windup. And that one's going to be driven out to center field. Morin, it gets over his head all the way to the wall. Perales puts it in another gear, rounding second. He's headed for third base. And they're going to hold him up at third base, so a leadoff triple. And he's fired up over there at third base.
That ball was another pro. You can hear how the ball sounds when it hits the bat, and you could tell that was squared up. And when Morin was making his way, I thought when that ball was hit off the bat, I was like, there's no way he's going to get there. And made it a close play, but over his head. And Perales gets to third base. So the Trojans, they're inching closer to that Texan lead.
And pickoff move over to third base, not in time. And Montoya still looking for the baseball over there.
That's a dangerous throw from Everett. I'm not sure if Montoya even put a glove on it. Actually, probably hit Perales.
May not have, yeah. I didn't think so either. Misses outside, 2-0. The batter, John Everett. Big healthy cut right there, but he comes up empty. 2-1. Comes inside and catches the inner half right there, so 2-2.
That pitch has been working for Goss all day long.
And Everett checks the swing, full count.
He fell again, Jake. That's like his third or fourth time falling.
That time I didn't catch it. I was scoring it down here. I didn't even notice, but yeah, he has fallen down quite a few times. 3-2 pitch on the way, and Everett just kind of pokes the bat out there
trying to stay alive, and he does, fouling it off. We'll do it again at 3-2.
Might have been out of the zone, but Everett not taking any chances.
This time, Everett sets up inside. Mikey Everett does, and that pitch, slicing foul, gonna get out of play, third base side.
And you said they're cousins, right? Everett?
Right.
The Everett cousins?
The Everett cousins.
So maybe Mikey knows something.
Maybe
his weaknesses.
Yeah,
Definitely
absolutely.
probably played baseball together growing up.
Mikey Everett actually played freshman ball at Carroll High School. So, swing and a miss, and he'll tag his cousin John out. One away.
And there's that breaking ball, Jake, that's been working pretty efficiently. And he throws it, gets Everett a chase. That's the first out of the inning. Big strikeout for Kevin Goss. It's going to bring up the next batter, Joshua Gonzalez.
Goss misses outside with the first offering. Gonzalez 0 for 1, still looking for his first base hit. Sack bunt. And struck out swinging. In that strikeout, Goss had him guessing pretty much the entire at bat. He pops one up. First base side, gonna drop in foul territory, so 1-1 to count. Looks like Goss wants the baseball back.
Kind of weird. No one really gave chase at it, as that ball did land not in
the
fair
ballpark.
territory, but yeah, in the park. And you know, it's that wind, as you now see the wind blowing to right to
Bringing it
left
back,
of the
yeah.
field, and just kind of brought that baseball back.
It's a 1-1 count on Gonzalez. And he wants that one back. It looked like he swung at a ball right there, though.
Yeah, definitely it was out of the zone, and I believe when he made the cut, he knew immediately. It's like, why did I swing at that pitch? 1-2 the count.
And a half swing right there, but he goes around. So you go down swinging once again. Just cannot figure Goss out today. And there are 2 away. And it was one of the things right here that Coach Gurriel was talking about. And when they get these guys on, that you don't want to waste a double or a triple. You know, leave that guy out there. And actually, one of the coaches that was talking about it with me as well was Coach Marcelo from Carroll. You know, talking about how they didn't want to waste at bats, and you know, if they got guys on, they wanted to make sure that they brought them around and not to waste those leadoff doubles and leadoff triples, and so Coach Gurriel got to be thinking the same thing here.
Yeah, not a good feeling. Especially, you know, for the players, you get a guy in scoring position with no outs, and if you're not able to bring him in, but they are going to be able to bring him in. They get another run on an RBI single. So a couple runs here for the Trojans. They now trail by 4 runs. So a pick-me-up from the batter, Rodriguez.
Yeah, Roman Rodriguez was the leadoff, or rather the 2-hole hitter for most of the season. They drop him down to the 9-hole hitter, and he's had a pretty good game. This young man who has batted in the 9-hole quite a bit, AJ Hernandez, moves back to a role that he's a little bit more familiar with in the leadoff spot. He looks at ball 1 right there. And that pitch is going to be lifted, slicing towards the line, and Rodriguez is going to run out of room over there as that one lands in the bullpen. 1-1.
Sorry about that. Taking a drink there.
Got Kevin Goss at 102 on the pitch count with that last pitch.
So quickly approaching his 110 here. AJ showing bunt, pulls the bat back and takes ball 2. 2-1 to count, 2 down. Rodriguez the runner at first base. 7-3 Texans. Stutter step and the throw to first base is not in time. Looked like Rodriguez maybe got tripped up a little bit. Started, stopped.
Turf monster.
Got him. 3-1 to count. Low and outside, ball 4. That was pitch 105 for Goss. First and second, and a timeout called. Coach Ruiz heading out to the mound. And see what he decides to do. See if they're going to let him face Aiden Gonzalez.
Yeah, with 5 pitches remaining left in his pitch count. If I'm Coach Ruiz, I'm riding with my horse. I gotta keep with Goss. He gave up a triple, got 2 quick outs right after, but then an RBI single, and then a walk. Just going out there, calming him down, probably asking Kevin just to relax, let your defense work, and get yourself out of the inning. They did have somebody warming up a bit earlier. No one's in the bullpen anymore, but someone was warming up. So that's kind of an indicator that maybe somebody who was warming up is probably on the defense right now. He's on the field.
So they will leave Kevin Goss in to face Aiden Gonzalez, and Gonzalez 1 for 3 in the ball game. First pitch swinging, fouls it back.
These are the guys you want if you're the Trojans. It's the top of the lineup. This is your 2-hole. Try to keep that line moving with 2 outs. Yesterday, Jake, King scoring 4 runs with 2 outs in the second inning. So, 2-out rally. They scored 1 already, the Trojans, with 2 outs. So looking to keep that line moving, and it's only a 4-run ball game. You get this guy on, and now your tying run is coming to the plate. So Gonzalez trying to find a way to get on base.
Takes a strike, 0-2.
There's that breaking pitch from Kevin Goss that's been working.
It's backdoor for the right-handers. And for the left-handers, comes in towards them and then breaks over the plate. Nasty either way. So 0-2 the count. Comes the pitch. And a little check swing. Grounder over to the third baseman. He'll make the throw down to first. And the stretch over there by Martinez. They will get the out. What a play on both sides. Little soft roller right up the line. Montoya did a great job. He didn't rush the throw. Made a good throw over there to first. And Martinez with the stretch. And they get it done. Get out of the inning, allowing only 1 run. It was 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. So after 6 innings of play, 7-3 Texans. Last Vision Live from Cabinets Field.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
moving right along. And checking in on the chat, Christy Ward. I'll say hello to Miss Christy Ward. Cynthia Moreno checking in. Pete Acuna. It's a bunch of crazy games. We agree. We absolutely agree. Madeline P checking in. Thank you guys so much for checking in on the chat. Here we go in the top of the 7th. The Texans with a 7-3 lead. They'll send up 7, 8, 9 in the order. Montoya, Morales, and Johnson. And Darren Montoya will lead things off against Christian Rodriguez.
First pitch to Montoya. It's a breaking ball right down the middle for strike 1. 0-1. Montoya 1 for 3 in this game. Had popped up to the second baseman, struck out looking, and single into left. 0-1. Catches the inside corner, strike 2. 0-2.
A little bit of a gripe from the Texan fans, but he's been calling it.
He has
all day.
I totally agree. He's about a couple inches off the plate on both sides, but he's been calling it on both sides, so kind of really all you can ask for.
Yeah, I agree with that, Rudy. He's been pretty consistent for both sides.
That breaking ball misses away. Ball 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. It's a breaking ball once again. This time it bounces in the turf. Looks like number 3 and number 7 are heading towards the bullpen. So one of them are going to be in the game for the Texans.
See if we can...
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 offering. Fouled off, right side out of play.
See if we can find out who that was. What were those numbers again?
It was 7 and 3, I believe.
Alex Everett and number 3. Cade Morin.
Cade Morin. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 pitch. Fouled off once again, out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. It's been a fun couple doubleheader ball games. It's 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. Coach Ruiz has to get out of the way.
Showing off his dance moves, Rudy. Showing off his dance moves over there. Let me see. Just going to take a quick peek at the camera. And yeah, you guys got to see it. All right. Coach Ruiz, he can move still. And I'm glad he can move because that one was hit pretty sharply over there. A great at bat right here by Montoya. Fouling off some tough pitches. Count remains 2-2.
Here's the pitch, and that is going to dot the outside corner for strike 3. Good pitch by Rodriguez. Gets the first out of the inning, recorded by a strikeout.
So 1 down for right fielder Luis Morales.
Number 6, Luis Morales.
Get yourself a backwards K. Luis Morales.
I always wondered why, and look, there's some more staff and
looks like number 19.
A whole bunch of people going out to the bullpen over there, and
pitch is called a strike. Morales looks at a fastball. That was number 19 jogging with a catcher. 0-1 pitch, so away. 1-1 that is.
Pitching coach Roy Ferdine heading over there with them as well. So there's a whole bunch of people now in the bullpen over there for the Ray Texans. So 19, that was
Darren Montoya. So the batter who just hit made his way straight to the bullpen as that breaking ball catches the outside corner for strike 2, 1-2.
Morales 0 for 2 in the ball game.
1-2 pitch, and it's gonna be popped up Straight away center. Now a couple steps forward and actually shoestring catch from center fielder Hernandez, but he makes the grab for out number 2.
So 2 down, bases empty, and the Texans will send up their shortstop, Troy Johnson.
Troy comes to the plate. Looks like he's 1 for 3 in this game. Reached on an error on the pitcher on the bunt. Lined out to the second baseman and doubled into right center. Had an RBI. So Troy gets into the box. First pitch to Troy. Swings and fouls it off. The ball's in a strike. Our first ball game we had was the Carroll Tigers and the Gregory Portland Wildcats, and the Carroll Tigers giving the Gregory Portland Wildcats their first loss of the season and in district as well, winning in commanding fashion. 10 runs, a 10-run rule win over the top state-ranked team in Texas. The Gregory Portland Wildcats, as that 0-1 fouled straight back and into the netting, 0-2.
Scored those 10 runs in the first 3 innings, Rudy. 8 in the bottom of the first and 2 runs in the bottom of the third. And you know, have to believe the Carroll Tigers the hottest team in this district right now.
Totally agree.
The King Mustangs looking pretty good themselves.
0-2 up for ball 1, and those are the you know, that bottom grouping needed to come out of the gate strong, and well, you saw Carroll and you saw King come out strong, and now getting 2 wins in the second half of district, and they are 1 game back in that 4th spot behind the Flower Bluff Hornets. And if the Trojans cannot make a comeback, they'll actually be with Carroll and King with a overall record, the district record of 4-6, 1 game back behind the Flower Bluff Hornets.
Trojans beat both the Tigers and the Mustangs in the first half of district play, but still have to play both of those teams.
1-2
coming
breaking
up.
ball, catches the outside corner for strike 3, and that is out number 3. So the Moody Trojans 3 outs away of falling, and they look like they need 4 runs to extend this ball game 5 to win. We'll see how it unravels. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Captain's Field.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Here we go, bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for the Trojans. They are trailing 7-3, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Ray Texans it's going to be number 19, Darian Montoya. So Montoya, who was playing third base, will come in relief. That'll be it for Kevin Goss. We'll give you his final line here in a second. New third baseman, and that is going to be Everett. I believe his first name, let's see if we can get his first name. Alex Everett. So Alex Everett will play third, and Montoya will pitch. Kevin Goss will stay in, and he's going to play right field. So it looks like Luis Morales is out of the ball game. Goss will play right. And the Trojans will send up 3, 4, and 5.
So it looks like Jake Ryan Rodriguez is now in center field. Because Morin is a right-handed, he throws right-handed. So I believe Morin moved to left, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so our new outfield is left to right. Morin, Rodriguez, and Goss. Everett at third, and Montoya on the mound. Nomar Science will lead things off for Moody.
3, 4, and 5 for the Moody Trojans.
First pitch misses up. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, these are the exact guys you want right now. You know, last inning, trailed by 4 runs. You need base runners. Well, you look at that heart of the lineup, and it's that 3, 4, 5 spot.
That one's popped up. Jack Bell makes the grab, and you saw Nomar Science call time. Did not get time granted, and I don't know if that's me. I think I'm taking that first pitch, you know. Kind of swung at something up right there, pitch out of the zone, and popped it up, and one away.
Yeah,
and you can tell he thought the same thing himself, you know.
Yeah, it's something definitely you don't not want to swing at, especially when you're way ahead on the count. Now, if it's a 3-2 count, it's a different story, but after being up 2-0 and swinging at a pitch like that,
yeah,
not a good formula.
First pitch to Derek Hernandez was in there for a strike, and the 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1.
Here the Texan fans want that pitch, just knowing that the umpire is calling a little bit off the plate, but that one was that was too far off. that was borderline right on the batter's box, right in that front chalk.
Pitch misses low. 2-1. So Derek Hernandez 2 for 3 in the ball game. Fouls it back. 2-2.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning.
Timeout called. This time it was granted by the home plate umpire. That pitch is going to be grounded and played on a hop by Johnson. The strong throw over to first base is not in time. So great job by Derek Hernandez hustling up the line. And Coach Ruiz wants to ask about that one.
Yeah, good play
bang,
by
bang
both
play.
of them. Good play by both, by Johnson and also by Hernandez. You know, hustling down the line. Hernandez has had a great game. He's now 3 for 4 in the ball game, and for Johnson, that was a tough play, backhand, and he made a strong throw, made it close with Hernandez's speed. Good play all around.
Pinch hitter for the Moody Trojans, that's going to be Jordan Ramos.
That's why they say speed kills, Jake.
Yes, it does. So Ramos, his first at bat of the ball game. And Montoya misses low and outside, 2-0. Foul back, 2-1.
Right in front of us, Jake. Has a ball ever made it through that gap in the netting? Right here where the top is and then where the net is?
Not that I can recall.
Just got to watch out one day. Now we're aware, just in case that ever happens.
Montoya misses low, 3-1. There's a strike, full count. Ramos tried to sell it, but home plate umpire called it a strike. So a 3-2 count on the senior catcher for the Moody Trojans. And 3-2 pitch right down Broadway. Two-way.
So with 2 outs, last hope for the Trojans, it's going to be James Perales. Last time up, Perales hit a triple to lead off the inning. So looking to get another hit, back-to-back hits. Got to move the line. The tying run is technically in the hole for the Moody Trojans.
Looks at strike one from Montoya. Hernandez is a runner over at first base. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. And Montoya on the outside corner for strike 2. It's a tough pitch right there, Rudy. Nothing he can do with it. Swing and a miss. He goes out there again. I mean, if you're going to give it to him, definitely going to go out there again, and that will do it. That's the ball game right there. 7-3 the final. The Ray Texans get the win, and get you some final totals on this ball game here in just a sec. Kevin Goss will get the win for the Ray Texans, and Nomar Sines will take the loss for Moody. And the final totals on this ball game, opening the wrong thing here. For the Ray Texans, 7 runs on 7 hits. They committed no errors. For the Moody Trojans, 3 runs on 8 hits. They committed 1 error. Again, Kevin Goss gets the win, and he is now 5-1 on the season, 4-1 in district play. 6 innings pitched. He allowed 3 runs on 7 hits. 3 walks and 8 strikeouts. The loss goes to Nomar Sines, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 4 runs, 3 earned on 3 hits. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts as well for Nomar Sines. So the Moody Trojans, they drop to 15-9, 4-6 in district play, tied with the Carroll Tigers and the King Mustangs. And for the Ray Texans, they are now 20-4 overall, so they get to that 20-win mark. It's pretty significant for a ball club, high school ball club. And 6-3 in district play are the Texans. So the Texans will face the Carroll Tigers next, and that is on Tuesday. Very likely they will see DJ Dudney. Kevin Goss will not be available for the Ray Texans, so imagine it will be Jack Martinez that will pitch for the Texans. We shall see. And for the Moody Trojans, as Rudy mentioned before, they get a bye on Tuesday, and they will see Ray, or Carroll, their next opponent is Carroll as well. So let's see if we can get someone here for the post game. Let's see if Cindy made her way down there to get the post game in for us. Let's get our setup going for the post game just in case, and hopefully she can make her way over there. That means we need to select a player of the game, Rudy. So let's take a quick break. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. When we come back, we'll get you a post game. Cindy is out there, so hopefully we can talk with Coach Ruiz and a player of the game. You guys hang tight. Blast Vision Live from Cabinets Field. Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth, and we are in our Z-Bart post-game show, and I've got head coach Orlando Ruiz with me. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Sorry I didn't get to get out there. I sent Justin in my place. I hope he did a good job. You know,
he did an excellent job.
The pregame show came out great, I'll have you know, and so I'll tell him he gets 2 thumbs up from you, Coach. But in all seriousness, I'd like to talk about this win. This is a big one for you guys. You know, you kind of got a little bit tripped up there at the end of the first half of district play with those 2 losses, but this is exactly how you wanted to start the second half of district play. So how proud are you of these guys?
I'm proud of the team, the coaches, the fan base. They showed up today. You know, every time we play Moody, you never know. You know, you never know. So I think this is like the first time we swept Moody in a long time. So it's awesome to start off the second round like that. Everybody's beating everybody. Everybody's catching up. So you got to win as many games as you can. You know, and that's what we did today.
Coach, and these guys, you know, the Trojans scoring first, and but you had your guy on the mound. Kevin was out there, and just talk about that young man and how much confidence you guys have when he's out there for you.
We scored 3 or 4 or 5 runs. He's deadly. You know, he's like a shark who's just looking for blood, and that's what we did for him. You know, I had told these guys we've been working on bunting, and it worked today, you know, little small ball. And, you know, we got 7 runs for Kevin, so that's all he needed.
And, Coach, so the confidence level, where do you see it at right now with these guys? Obviously this is going to do a lot for the confidence level, but did it ever drop? Did you ever see it drop, or these guys are just like, we're just going to go about our business?
It's all about business, you know. Ricky Gonzalez, you know, ex-Moody guy, he brings a lot of energy with these kids, you know, and he has a perfect game. It's like a roller coaster. You know, sometimes you're going to go up and sometimes you're going to go down. You just got to handle business. That's all you have to do. Play each game like it's your last game and you'll be successful.
Coach, we don't want to take up too much of your time. I know they're waiting for you over there, but thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We would love to talk to Kevin. He is our player of the game. Thanks again, Coach.
Yeah,
We'll
thank you,
see
Coach.
We'll
Yes,
see
sir.
you this week.
Congratulations. Good win. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Second call. Lineups to the press box, please. Second call. Lineups.
Kevin, let's give him a second here to finish the statement there because we won't be able to hear you. You probably won't be able to hear us, but here we go. Kevin Goss, our player of the game. Kevin, first of all, congratulations on the win, young man.
Thank you.
Talk to me about the mentality. I mean, you guys, I was just talking to Coach right now. You know, you took a couple of blows, you know, at the end of the first half of district, you know, with a couple of losses. But what was the mentality coming into this second half?
It's just different. It's another game. Those losses really don't matter to me. It's every game I come out, it's just a new game for me. So I got to stay mentally strong. We all came out with the cold-blooded mentality, just be perfect, and error-free.
And how do you guys do that, Kevin? How are you able to do that? What is it? Is it the confidence in your teammates? What is it that you're able to just do that? Go out there and not like Coach said, you know, it is like a roller coaster ride this season. But how are you able to not let those highs get too high, not let the lows get too low?
Man, it's just confidence. Not only that, we just practices. You should come out and practice, man. We work our butts off day in and day out. We get out there, we're working harder every single day just to get better. Just for times like this, we came off two tough losses, so we knew we were gonna have to come back stronger if we wanted to make it a playoff. So that's all it is.
I'm gonna tell you what, I don't believe you that you guys work hard because you always look like you're messing around playing at practice and you're having way too much fun, man. So I don't know. I don't know if Rudy, you believe that?
I don't.
You need to come out with me, Rudy, and watch these guys practice. They have a lot of fun out there. It just looks like you guys are such a brotherhood. You all, you know, you get along and you genuinely enjoy being around each other. That's what it looks like. And if that's what turns into wins for you guys, then man, just keep it going for you guys. And I'm gonna let Rudy
just
chime
one question
in here.
for you, Kevin. Again, congratulations on the win, but you know, what's the expectation moving forward? You know, get a big win against the Trojans. I believe on Tuesday y'all have the Carroll Tigers. You know, what's the expectation moving on throughout this rest of the season?
For us, it's just taking it one game at a time. We don't worry about the next guy. After our game coming up, we just worry about beating that team, playing that team. Hopefully we come in with the dub, and then we worry about the next team. So let's just worry about the next game and what we're going to do.
Well, there you go. Well, Kevin, thank you for talking with us, and congratulations on being player of the game, and congratulations on getting the win.
Thank you.
Kevin Goss gets the win, and he is our player of the game, and that's it for you, Rudy.
That is gonna be it for me.
I know you're gonna hit the road. And any final thoughts on these first two games that we've seen here?
It was a lot of fun this weekend, Jake. Starting yesterday, I mean, you can say it was an upset, or you cannot say it's an upset. I mean, just depending on how you want to look at it. But you know, King came out and they played some really good baseball, and they beat Vets. And then earlier today, well, you could say the same thing. You have the Carroll Tigers definitely being the underdogs against the GP Wildcats. Well, they took it to them, scoring 10 runs, getting the win. So this second half of district is going to be absolutely crazy. You don't know what's going to go on. We really don't. Because we had basically 5 teams battling for 4 spots. Well, now we have 7 teams battling for the 4th spot, as the looks like the Texans are now 2 games clear of Flower Bluff, and 1 game clear of the Flower Bluff, and also 2 games clear of the Trojans, Carroll, and King. So it's going to be an absolutely crazy ending, and we only have 3 weeks left, Jake. It feels like we have a lot of baseball left, but we don't. There's 7 games for some of these guys, 6 games, but there's only 3 weeks, and a lot of those games are going to be played either next week and then the following week, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, fun, absolutely going to be fun, and I know you'll be keeping tabs and make your way down this way whenever you get a chance. So we appreciate you coming in and helping us out this weekend, and I'm glad you had a good time, because it's always a good time to be able to call ball games with you. I wish sometimes we get to do it more often, but in order to to cover more teams, we got to split up a lot of times. So we certainly understand how that goes. But again, thanks a bunch, Rudy. Appreciate you being here, man. And drive safe. And that's going to wrap things up for this ball game. I'll see you guys here in just a bit. This next game is going to get started a little bit late. It was scheduled for 5 p.m. It's going to start just a little bit late, but one more ball game, so you guys come back and join us. It's the Miller Buccaneers hosting the Pleasanton Eagles, and I'm going to go down and chit-chat with Coach Stanley for a little bit, and I'll see you guys here back in just a few. Blast Vision Live from Cabinets Field.